there, YouTube. We're back again for more of our Gencon Bonanza Explosion Blood coverage. Brought to you by all of our amazing Kickstarter backers. Keep sending us back to Gen Con year after year. Huge thanks to them. Also to these spectacular companies right here who donated games so we could come to Gen Con. Huge thanks to them. And our sponsors, Tasty Minstrel Games and Minion Games. Got a whole bunch of cool stuff coming out. Click on those links down below. Right now, we're about to talk to Jamie Stegmaier of Stonemaier Games about a game that Tom Vasel gave a 10 out of frickin' 10. Insane. Scythe. Rise of Fenris. What is it, Jamie?
The Rise of Fenris is the final expansion in the Scythe expansion trilogy. We're kind of ending the story here. It is both an 8-game campaign expansion with no permanence. It's not a legacy game, so you can completely reset it and replay the campaign. And out of the box, there comes with 11 different modules, so you can mix and match for your optimum or variable Scythe experience. You can do that after the campaign, or you can do it right out of the box. You can just mix and match stuff.
So, can you walk us through, like, more? This isn't a legacy game, correct? I mean, how does it work?
Yeah, so it's not a legacy game in that there's no permanence in the game. That's what I interpret to be a true legacy game. However, it is a campaign game with discovery. So there's this big storybook that you're going through. There are different episodes in the book. I won't spoil anything on camera here, or accidentally I might spoil something. Yeah, so there's a lot of backstory in here, and then you get to episode 1. There's usually a few tweaks to the rules. There are a few persistent elements, but not a lot of stuff you need to remember from one episode to the other. And then decisions you make in this episode will impact the next episode that you play. There's certain things I can't show you in here because I don't want to spoil anything, because there is a lot of discovery in this game. You don't know what's going to happen next in the story. So, like, there are these 6 punch boards, and right at the top it says, don't look at these punch boards in advance. Just look at them when the game tells you to. There's also these big tuck boxes that you'll be unlocking at different times in the campaign.
Oh, they feel nice.
You don't know what's in them. You discover them as you go. And yeah, you unlock them at certain times, and it impacts the story that you're telling throughout the campaign.
So is there drop in, drop out between games? How does that work?
Yeah, it's pretty easy to drop in and drop out. I mean, the ideal experience, kind of like with Charterstone, is to play with the same group for all 8 games. But it is easy to have someone jump in or leave the campaign if they don't want to play anymore.
Now, this isn't too much of a spoilery thing. Is it kind of like Charterstone, where there's new mechanisms and stuff introduced in the games, or is it mostly primarily the story that continues on?
Our goal was to create at least one big memorable moment per game, and oftentimes that meant unlocking a new component. And in some cases, that component carried over from game to game, but because we didn't want to add a lot of rules overhead for every episode, usually each episode is self-containing. So even though you're unlocking something that might impact future episodes, the stuff you're unlocking isn't necessarily stuff that you have to remember from episode to episode. Yeah.
And this is out right now, correct?
Like My Little Scythe, this is a Gen Con early release and then retail release on August 17th.
Okay. Very, very cool. That is Scythe, The Rise of Fenris, the climactic conclusion to the Scythe universe. For now. Hopefully for now. I hope so. If you're enjoying this Gen Con coverage, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. And in the comments below, let me know. Would you rather have an RV or a houseboat?
I'd like to know the connection to Rise of Fenris for that question.
No spoilers.
RV or a houseboat? I'll go with an RV. I'm more of a land person than a water person.
See, I want to retire and get an RV, but damn it, the idea of a houseboat, I really like the idea of that. No, I think I'm going to go with an RV. I'm going to go with an RV, yeah. Let me know in the comments below, RV or a houseboat. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.